Welcome to 5 facts about the 7 worst air disasters in Brookhaven history. I know it's been over a month since this video premiered on Play All Day, so a bit of a delay, but today I'm finally going to put together some facts about it. Fact number 1 might be obvious to some, but these were all based, at least partly, on real plane crashes. None of our previous air disasters were specifically, but all 7 of them in 7 Worst Disasters video definitely were. Some details were changed, some facts maybe altered a bit. They weren't meant to be completely accurate recreations. They were just inspired by the show Air Disasters. My dad's a pilot, not commercial airlines, but I grew up learning about airplanes, and I've watched air disasters for years. So these were some of the most memorable ones for me. However, fact number 2, initially there were going to be 10 disasters in the video. Okay, I was going to reveal here the 3 air disasters that we cut from the video, but I decided no, we'll save them maybe for future air disasters episodes. But I was originally going to make it 10 air disasters. Then I decided that would have been too much, not just in length, but in editing time. So we cut it down to 5. But then I didn't want to let go of the 2 I was going to cut, Brook Force 1 and one last flight. So I added them back, just had a little bit longer of a video. We do that most of the time anyway. And like I said, now we have more ideas for air disaster episodes in the future. Fact number 3, the whole purpose of the video was to showcase the new airport just added on January 1st, as well as the newest roleplay set at that time, which was the motel meeting room. For anyone who doesn't know, we're doing a roleplay set series where we do videos for every roleplay set in the game. So this was part of that. And besides the role play sets, we just like to make videos to show creative ways to use different elements of the game. And really just to show how much you can do in Brookhaven, which is why setting things in different years and finding historically accurate clothes and hair and period-specific cars is so much fun. It's all those little details. And we just like to show the incredible depth of creativity that can be found in the game. By now we've done hundreds of role plays using virtually everything possible in the entire game. And we could do hundreds more. That's just how much Brookhaven has to offer. And speaking of our long history of Brookhaven videos, fact number 4, we love callbacks and Easter eggs. This video is no exception. It has quite a few. We see Judge Moody, who we first introduced in a commercial in 2023 as the judge who is sentencing Robert Silver in the aftermath of the ZX attack. And for Ghost Plane, we reprised our own characters and used old footage from a Happy Burger roleplay we did in January of 2021. And we killed our characters off to explain the removal of Happy Burger and the transfer of the Big Cheese to Burger Barn, which had recently come back to the game. For Fire in the Sky, we included the Cherry Road Curse, which is a long-running thing on Play All Day, dating way back to early 2021. Cherry Road is where the hashtag Strangler lurks. It's the subject of a very contentious city planning argument between the Develop Cherry Road Foundation and the Keep Cherry Road Rural Foundation. And also, it was the site of 2 plane crashes in our 10 worst disasters in Brookhaven history, one of which was the Fire in the Sky crash from 7 worst air disasters. We do love that Cherry Road lore. And in the final destination segment, we see an ad for a business run by Tina DeWitt, who is clearly the mother of Gina DeWitt, who has appeared in our Who Sold It Best series, the Unsellable House video, and has cameos in many, 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 many other videos. She is an Easter egg all on her own. Also in that video, another often recurring character, we see a young Inga Scoop on the news. Inga is one of our oldest recurring characters, not by age, but by time. We first used her in December of 2020, and she's been very present in our Brookhaven world ever since. If you know, you know. Another thing it's not a callback to our videos, but to Roblox in general. One of the victims of a crash in 2007 was a famous Roblox YouTuber who played Rocket Arena, which was the first Roblox game. And lastly, this video introduced Mayor Jeff Goggles, who you see again in our History of Brookhaven Political Parties video, which came out a few weeks after air disasters. So yeah, we have a whole population of characters who exist in the Play All Day Brookhaven world. Past, present, and you know there will be more in the future. Fact number 5, just like our 10 worst disasters video, this video was very time consuming to put together. These types of videos require a lot of editing and post-production work. However, this time I didn't have a deadline or a specific date I wanted to upload it, so I was able to work on it in smaller blocks of time. Over a week and a half. I started it right after the airport was added and finished it literally 2 hours before it premiered on January 9th. With 10 worst disasters, we were doing disaster month, and I needed it to be done by the end of the month. It was our finale for the month. But we had other videos coming out every single week, so I couldn't really start on it until I finished the previous one. So for 10 worst disasters, I was working full days and getting up early to work on it and get it done for the most part in those 5 days. But this time I had no deadline, and it's definitely much more pleasant to work like that. In fact, moving forward, I plan to do it that way more often. Maybe get a little bit more relaxed in our upload schedule, but we absolutely do have a pretty sizable list of future disasters to do. So if you like disasters, just keep watching. So that was 5 facts about the 7 worst air disasters in Brookhaven history. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Brookhaven.